Okay, students, so this is a question where they give you a painting. The source is actually a painting, and you need to make an inference. They're asking you, what does it tell you about how trade affected Singapore? So the painting shows Singapore's harbour in the 1840s. It's important to read this line here on top. This line is known as your provenance. Okay, it's provenance. Make sure you don't ignore it, and it gives you clues and information about the source, which makes your answering a bit easier. So now that you know that this shows Singapore in the year 1840s, in the period 1840s, and they're asking you, what does it tell you about how trade affected Singapore? Explain your answer. So you must study the cartoon or the painting carefully. You can see people, carrying things here. They are loading ships. There are many ships in the harbor, many small boats and many ships. There are many people around. So this gives you an idea of what Singapore looked like about 200 years ago, and how did trade affect Singapore. So with this information, you can start your answer. You answer according to the P format. All right, P format means point, evidence from the source, and then you explain the evidence. All right, so this is one way you can answer. I can infer that trade helped Singapore become you can see many people here, right? So it must have been a very busy and successful port. Then after that, to support, this is your inference. Your main point here is this is your inference. Then now you must give evidence to support your inference. So your evidence, you can say this is evident in source A. I see something at the harbor, so you can say ships, lots of workers, and many goods being carried around. So that's what you see. So when you give evidence, you are just describing what you see. Okay, when you give inference, when you are giving your inference, never copy anything. Never copy from the source. Never. This is very important. Okay, never copy from the source when you're giving your inference. The only time you can copy from the source is when you're giving evidence. All right, so once you're done with the evidence, then you must explain the evidence to show how it supports your inference. Okay, so for example, you said that there were many ships at the harbor, right? So this shows that you can say maybe many traders came to Singapore, and there was a lot of, you can say, buying and selling. Right? Buying and selling. It suggests that Singapore became richer and more something because trade brought in money, jobs, and people. Right? So what could be a possible word here? You can say Singapore became more crowded because trade brought in money, jobs, and people. So that's the whole thing is considered one paragraph, and that's all you're required to do. All right, I hope this helps.